Finally, at long last, for the very first time in YouTube history, I'm finally going to do a movie review that features a Disney classic that came from in the 1940s. And I still love this movie, even to this day. Well, anyway, hi ladies and dudes. This is Rebecca Lynn Barkley, aka Boobop187. This is my review for today. Yep, you already know, ladies and dudes. For the very first time in my life, in YouTube history, for movie review wise, I'm finally gonna do another movie review that featured a great Disney classic. And it deserves to be one of the best Disney films of all time, back in the year of 1942. And my movie review is Bambi. This movie is truly a classic. And yeah, I do have a VHS tape of it too. This is a neat looking picture. So cute and adorable, seeing our beloved animals, our dear beloved characters that we've grown to love. I also love the back as well. It's going to be hard for me to say about this one. So without further ado, ladies and dudes, let's head on to my movie review number 178 of Bambi. One of the greatest Disney classic films of all time. And let's head on to the main plot of the story. What should I say about this main plot of the story? Well, it's a story about this young prince named Bambi who's trying to live in a nice normal life with his mother and get to know what type of life he needs to go to in the forest, like getting to know the animals and you know what to eat and get to know if there's danger ahead and all that stuff. You know, living in a nice normal life in the forest that featured spring, summer, fall, and winter. And yeah, in one sad winterly day when Bambi and his mom are trying to find some food and try to keep them alive, Bambi's mom saw something in the forest and she told her son to get back to the thicket as quick as he can, and they just ran and boom, Bambi's mom died. I have no idea why. Because we did not see her body there. So it's up to Bambi to survive and be on his own without his mother, and yeah, his father's going to be there to take good care of him in the rest of the part of the story. And that's all I could say about the main plot of the story of Bambi. And I guess everybody wants to know is, what the heck do I think about this movie? Well, to tell you the truth is, ladies and dudes, this movie will always be one of the most greatest films of all time that's truly a classic. I will say this is truly a near masterpiece film I will never forget in movie history. I will say it had a good storyline, great characters, fantastic animation. The score will always be the most breathtaking part of the film. And it has good sceneries and highlight moments of this movie. But yeah, there's a couple of major problems I have with this film. Something I will tell you about right away. Well, when we get to the weakest point of the film. So anyway, ladies and dudes, let's head on to my strongest points and the weakest points of Bambi. And I guess I think I already know what's my strongest points for this film. A tie. just a tie between the storyline and the score. I will say for the storyline, this is one of the best storylines I have ever seen in Disney history. I mean, I love this whole entire storyline from start to finish. Something about Bambi's life, his story, his coming of age thing, you know, from his childhood to adulthood. Sorry about that annoying plane thing, it's gonna bother us all. Well, continue on. I will say my most favorite part about this movie for me, if you pay attention to this film very carefully, there'll be some half of the movie that will feature dialogue and some of the other half of the movie that will not feature dialogue. It's a 50-50% thing. You know, there'll be a 50% of the story that will feature dialogue and the other 50% that won't feature dialogue in it. So don't forget to pay attention to this movie very carefully about the main important point of the storyline. So yeah, that's my favorite part about that movie overall. And the second strongest point of the movie is the score. I will say out of all the Disney films I did see here and there that features the classics, I will say Bambi had the best score ever in Disney history. It is one of the most breathtaking scores I have ever heard in my whole entire life for so many years. I mean, this score just blew me away from start to finish. It will just blow you away. What else I could say? So anyway, that's my two main strongest points of the film, is the storyline and the score. And also I did found some interesting fun facts about this movie. And I got something here in my book. I got a bookmark for it. Here's one interesting fun fact I want to show you. Check out this really big picture right here. Yes, it is true. When you pay attention to the characters, there will be a couple of few kid characters who will play the little kid characters who are animals. And this little boy right here in the middle, that's the kid who played Thumper. Thumper is my favorite character in the whole entire movie. So yeah, this is a really, really cute picture right here. That's so darn huge. So that's the first interesting fun fact to find, is finding out the kids are responsible to play those little kid characters who did play the animals. And another interesting fun fact you should know about this film, if you pay attention to the voice actor who did the adult Flower, it's the guy who played Winnie the Pooh. I forgot the dude's name. But yeah, since his voice sounds so young back then, surprisingly to say. So those are the two fun facts I found with this film. Something that may surprise you. And now let's go on to the weakest points of the movie. I only found two main weak points. Just two. One, there's one character I wish who should have a little bit more role in this film. And the other, where the heck is the other character? Okay, the first weakest point of the movie is, I wish that cute little skunk character named Flower, since Flower is such a sweet skunk who won't have that bad awful smell since it loves flowers. This poor skunk did not have much of a role in this movie. I mean, he's only in a few scenes here and there. Since Thumper and Bambi had the most important roles in the whole entire movie. I just feel bad for that poor little skunk. I think that skunk needs a little bit more role in the film. And the second major weak point, where the heck are the human characters? We did not see one human character in the whole entire movie. I wonder why. Why they had to be screened off in the film. It's a weird thing to say, don't you think? Why? Where the heck are the humans in this movie? And who the heck is responsible of killing Bambi's mom? Who is it? So yeah, those are the two main weak points I found with this movie. Poor Flower did not get much of a role in the film, while there are no humans to be found in this movie. And now, let's go on to the characters. I will stay with one character that's truly memorable to me, and that is Thumper. I love this character. And rabbits are also one of my favorite characters of all time, because they're cute and adorable, and they are so darn fluffy! Very cute and fluffy. Yeah, I really love this character. He's so sweet, so kind, and also the very first friend that Bambi ever had. And I really love the relationship between a deer and a bunny. And their character development chemistry were so darn cute. And they have a very special bond in the whole entire film. And yeah, my most favorite scene in the whole entire movie is when Bambi and Thumper are gonna play around in the ice while the ice is pretty darn hard. It was such a cute scene. It was the most cutest part of the movie. So yeah, I love Thumper overall. Truly the best character in the whole entire movie for me. So, anyway, ladies and dudes, let's head on to my final thoughts of Bambi. Overall, Bambi will always be one of the best classical Disney films of all time, period. Back in the year 1942. It had a fantastic storyline. The characters were very darn likable. Beautiful animation. It had a mind-blowing score. And yes, it's also a pretty dark Disney film indeed. It's hard for me to say. And I'm sorry about that again. The plane thing. But anyway, this is such a great movie to watch. And it's truly a near masterpiece. So I decided to give Bambi a very good score of 9.5 out of 10. This is one epic near masterpiece film that nobody will never forget in movie history. And yes, rumor has it there's going to be a live action adaptation of it coming really soon from Disney. I sure hope and pray if the Disney live action adaptation of Bambi will work, please bring back the emotional moment for the characters. It's the most important point of all. For sure. And that's my whole entire movie review of Bambi, and I hope everybody will enjoy this movie review. And since I'm sorry about the plane thing that's bothering me while I'm trying to do this one, I hope it won't bother me again on my next movie review to come. And it will be Jumanji! 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 So be prepared for that movie review to come, and I'll see you guys later, and sayonara.